What's going on, everybody? Wild Time here with another World of Warcraft video. Today we're going to talk about 2 ways to find ways to make gold. So maybe you are new and you're wondering how to make some extra gold, or maybe you are seasoned and you're wanting to sort of expand on what you're already doing to make gold and to sort of narrow down maybe on a niche and to find some different ways to continue your gold making. So either way, new or old, I think that this will help you. I've got you covered on methods to find out what to sell. We're going to use a method that we call reverse sourcing. So we're going to find what sells and then we're going to go out and get it, right? So we're not shooting in the dark here. This is a surefire method to start making gold in World of Warcraft. This is not the only way, but this is a way, and it is going to be helpful, and you are going to be able to use it going forward into every expansion. Before we do that though, thank you to everyone who is a current sub. If you are not already a sub and you've been watching the content, consider subbing, and also like the video, leave a comment down below if you want to continue the conversation or have any tips or advice, and join the Discord if you'd like to continue the conversation outside of game time. All right, so what we're going to look at here is the auction house. So we're going to start with the auction house, just your standard UI. There's really 2 different ways we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about professions that are gathering and professions that are crafting. Okay, now you don't need a profession to make gold in World of Warcraft. You should have one, and it's the best way to do it. But if you don't have a specific profession, then you can always go out and you can farm volatiles, you can farm motes, you can farm BOEs and that kind of stuff. And you can get drops, even cloth. You can get drops from mobs that don't require a profession. But we're going to be talking about professions because that makes the most sense. So what you're going to do is just open your standard UI or a Blizzard UI for the auction house. And you're going to go over here to trade goods. And then this is where you're going to pick, based on what gathering profession you have, what you want to start farming. So say you're a skinner, you're going to look at leather. Say you're a miner, you're going to look at metal and stone. Say you're an herbalist, you're going to look at herbs. So let's just say we're a skinner. So you're going to click on leather, and then you're just going to come over here and hit search. And this brings up all the leather that's listed. It defaults to the most expensive all the way down to the least expensive. So you just look and you just start going through here. So you look here and you say, okay, Cobra scales. Well, they're selling for 174 gold. That sounds nice. And then you hover over it, and you need an add-on called TSM, Trade Skill Master. And what it'll do is it'll pop up this tooltip up here to the right. And it is going to let you know what the actual sale rate is. So if you go down and you look at regional sale rate, it's 0.11, which is really good. So Cobra scales would be something that you could farm. Arctic fur, 139 gold, 0.23. So these are selling a lot faster, but for a few less gold, that's going to be something you could farm as well. You just have to watch out because sometimes there will be things listed at an astronomical price. Doesn't mean that they're selling that for that. It just means somebody has them listed. Go down here, War Bear leather, 55 gold, 0.18 sell rate. That's a pretty good thing to farm. And then you would just go and find a guide or something like that and figure out where to farm it. So there's the first way. You're actually looking at the UI with the TSM tooltip here, and it's telling you the price and the sale rate. The sale rate is what you want to look at. Like this heavy hide here has an amazing sale rate of 0.5. Regional sale rate of 0.5. That's really, really good. And it's selling for 98 gold. So heavy hide may be something you want to go and farm. So you can do the same thing with herbalism and mining. And you can just see what's selling for what and what you want to go out there and start farming. Now the second way is going to be seeing what you can craft already. Now this is not looking at what you could possibly craft for recipes that you don't learn. This is for recipes that you already have in your crafting profession that could make a profit. So let's just open blacksmithing, for example. And you do have to have trade skill master. So here we have trade skill master, and this is something that maybe people don't know about or don't use, but you can actually go here to reports, and then you can filter by profession. So we're just going to go to my profession here, Beard of War Blacksmithing, and then it will tell me all of the recipes that I have, and I can filter it by profit, which one makes the least profit, which one makes the most profit. Or I can filter it by sale rate, which one has the lowest sale rate, which one has the highest sale rate. What I do is I always go to the highest sale rate, and then I just start scrolling down and looking for green. Okay, so this is not a surefire way, or an inclusive way rather. This is a surefire way to find certain things that make gold that maybe you didn't know about. But this is not an inclusive way. This is not the only way to find out what you can craft to make gold, because there are a lot of recipes that you won't have, so that you can see. Like, for example, you have to go to the regular UI, you go to unlearned, and you can just scroll down and you can see things that you haven't learned, and it won't tell you if you haven't learned them how much it is to craft, but you can go down here and you can see how much it's actually selling for in the different sell rates. It just doesn't give it to you in a nice sheet. You have to just sort of manually click down through here. So those are the two ways. Go into the auction house and looking at the trade goods and seeing what's selling, and then using the TSM tooltip for the sell rate, and then coming over here to Trade Skill Master, going to reports and filtering it either by profit or by sell rate, and scrolling down and just seeing what you already have. If you do that, I guarantee you, you're going to find something that sells for profit that you didn't know that you had. So those are the two ways right there. Call it reverse sourcing, and this way you already know if what you're going to craft is selling and roughly how much gold you are going to make out of it. Hope this helped somebody. Hope this gave you some tools to try to find some new things to gold farm, and I hope that you go out there and make a ton of gold and have fun playing the game. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you all later.